Derby County are in the window for a striker. Have they found that man? Is it Lee Gregory? Let's do everything we need to know to get to know this player. So here is Lee Gregory. He's a centre forward who currently plays for Sheffield Wednesday, although he has found himself on the fringes of the Championship side. But what else do we need to know about Lee Gregory? Lee Gregory is a 35-year-old forward. He previously played for Derby County in the season where we beat relegation by drawing with Sheffield Wednesday 3-3 in the final game of the season. In that season, he played 11 games, scoring 3 goals and getting 1 assist. Unfortunately, his loan spell really was cut short when he picked up, I believe it was a hamstring injury, which ended up keeping him out for the rest of the season. For the rest of his career, he has played 441 games. He's collected 147 goals and 50 assists. His contract does expire in the summer, although I wouldn't expect this deal to become a more permanent one. With his age, and not that he hasn't got the ability, but with his age, he's not someone that I think Derby would want to keep around long term. I think this would be more of a short-term fix. So the rumour is that it is a loan deal. Obviously, as we know, Derby wanted Michael Smith from Sheffield Wednesday. He doesn't seem to be available. Now we're looking at Lee Gregory. There's probably other options in the pipeline as well, but this is the most reported one at the moment. So I think it'd be good to have a loan deal until the end of the season, offer another option to Collins, gives Washington Waghorn the chance to recover and get back to fitness properly. So I think this could be a good deal for all parties. Gregory gets to play football and we get a striker. So Gregory has had quite a long career. He spent time at Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, Stoke City, Halifax Town, us and Mansfield Town. There's also a few other clubs which aren't noted on the list. But he made a name for himself with his period at Millwall, scoring 76 goals in 238 appearances. And since then, he's been around the teams. He spent time at Stoke City, which is where he came from when he joined Derby on loan. He then signed for Sheffield Wednesday at the end of that season, where he scored 29 goals in 101 appearances. He was pivotal in their promotion push last season. I believe he scored 13 goals as a backup striker, which for me will be absolutely perfect. It's exactly what we need. A second striker who knows where the onion bag is. Now, the big worry is, would he be able to stay fit? Has he got the legs to be able to help Collins to start games if necessary? That is the big question. Now, it's quite obvious where he fits. He will come in as our backup striker to James Collins, playing alongside or on his own. Obviously, we have the likes of Waghorn and Washington returning to fitness, but they're still quite a ways away from what reports are saying. So bringing in Gregory gives us a good option. I think it was Cheltenham Town. We had no forwards on the bench, so that's a bit of a problem. It'd be good to get Gregory in. Good to have an extra option in the forward line. So, do I think this deal gets over the line? I'm not 100% sure. I think Lee Gregory would be an excellent addition, but I couldn't help but think that we need someone a bit younger, someone maybe with less chance of injury, let's say. Obviously, Gregory hasn't played much this season, and he's on the fringes of the Sheffield Wednesday side. But I think it would be a good addition to the side. I think bringing in someone of the calibre of Gregory and the reputation of Gregory would be good for the club. It would help Collins and release the pressure on him. Obviously, the biggest issue with Gregory is if we lose him early on in his spell to injury, that's going to be a problem, because we've seen recently losing John Jules to injury. Washington is injured. Waghorn's injured. Corey Smith is returning from injury. So it could be a bit of a problem. And the main worrying factor is the age. Obviously, it would only be a short-term loan deal, but you look at Conor Hourihane in midfield, an ageing midfielder, struggles to keep up with the game. Would Gregory be the same? Is that why he's not playing at Sheffield Wednesday? For me, I always think there's always a reason when someone's not playing. And is it fitness related? Is it he doesn't fit their style of play? I'm obviously not big on Sheffield Wednesday. But is he a second choice, or is this just a case of we need someone, who can we get? And Gregory was the first one to come to mind. Obviously, Paul Warne, I trust him. I say I trust him. I think I know what he's doing. I think he knows what he's doing. Hopefully, there's some other options in the pipeline. Obviously, we know that there's a potential outgoing. Could that be someone of the likes of Tyrese Fornott or Joe Ward? Because obviously, it was said that to bring players in, we'd have to get rid of someone, and that could be the potential that is happening here. We need someone to go before we bring in. But I'm keen that we need to get a striker through the door. If it ends up being Lee Gregory, it's not the most inspiring signing, but it will do the job in my opinion. If he can stay fit, he knows where the goal is. He's shown that during his career. So it's important that Derby get at least one striker over the line to support Collins. And for me, bringing in Ebu Adams yesterday was a brilliant deal for the club. Obviously, we could see that as a permanent transfer in the future, potentially, if he shows what he's capable of. Maybe that is something in the pipeline. But obviously, for Lee Gregory, I wouldn't want to turn this deal permanent. As a 35-year-old, he's not going to get any better. He's only going to decline. So, for me, the big question is, has Lee Gregory got the legs to do 18 games at the end of this season? I think he could do. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Make sure you've hit that like button and you've subscribed. I really appreciate all the support on the channel recently. We've had a massive influx of subscribers, so I hope that this video is what you're all expecting. So keep your eyes on the channel. Let me know your thoughts of Lee Gregory down in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Make sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.